Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Erin, and today you're probably wondering why I have one eye done, one eye not done, and blue lipstick. Well, I'm going to explain all of that in a little bit. Alright, so I did put my hair down. As some of you may know, I do live Instagram videos as well, so I have to do a little bit of like halvesies. So for the video I did this half of my face, and then this half is naked except for foundation, concealer, and a little bit of powder to set it. So before y'all get all like, what is going on, what you use, I went ahead, my primer has been using Pond's facial lotion as well as aloe vera. Aloe vera has kind of been my primer because even though I put the moisturizer on first, the aloe vera still gets a little bit tacky and adds an extra dose of hydration. So that's why I'm using that. And also, if you knew what my face looked like underneath, it's very red, it's blotchy, it's just not good. But the foundation that I used was the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in Rose Ivory. So it is my perfect shade, it does not oxidize, so I have been sticking with this puppy for a long time because it is amazing. I go through bottles like crazy, which means I probably use it a little too much, a little too often, but that's what you do when you post videos. And I would very much appreciate doing those videos. So, there was that. The concealer that I used, in case you're wondering, is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Fair. And it does work. I need to get myself a new one because we're like right there, and yeah. So if you've never used this, you click it a little bit like this. This is a sponge tip applicator here, and just apply as much as you feel you need. You don't need much, so just be aware of that. What I used after that was the e.l.f. Beautifully Bare finishing powder in the shade Light Medium. So you get a little mirror here. This is your shade, as you can see I've hit pan. And then it actually has a little compartment where you get a sponge. Now the sponge is not very practical. It is there in case like you're on the go and need to touch up, but that sponge get dirty quick and it get nasty quick. I don't know if you can wash it. I don't know. Speaking of sponges, I have this sponge. It is from the Up and Up brand. It was like $5 and it has been really good. It's almost like memory foam, a little bit like those ones that you put on your bed to make it comfier. This is almost exactly like that. It is moistened. It doesn't suck up a lot of your product like most sponges do. Which I find to be I'm very appreciative of that. It's pretty easy to clean too. I use face wash to clean these, or to clean this, and it gets clean. So this is where the foundation, where I apply my foundation, and then with this side, especially a little flat end here, right there, I use that to blend in my concealer. So we went ahead and did that, but not, you know, it was when I was applying foundation, not after the powder. After the powder, I went, my bad. I went into the e.l.f. eyebrow kit. This is in light, so you get a little mirror here, and you get your wax and your powder. I love it. It's amazing. You can use the way that you would use that is that you get a small angled brush, and you get a spoolie, so they look like that. But yeah, I have a ton of angle brushes and like 2 to 3 spoolies, so I'll just use them when I gotta do my brows. So today, I know I'm getting like completely out of it and you're like, whoa, okay. So today I'm gonna do the other half of my face. That does not count all of the basic stuff that I do beforehand. So I'm not going to be showing you like the getting ready routine before I apply makeup. I won't be showing you that. That can be a different video, and if you want to see that, put it down in the comments below. Alright, so what did I use for this eye look right here? And I'll zoom you in so you can see it. Alright, so you see that it's pretty smoked out, right? Yeah. And you're probably wondering, what the f is she wearing on her lips? Like, yeah, I know. So, what I did was I went into, and this is mostly ColourPop, so just bear with me here. So this is the ColourPop Hello Kitty collection, and this shade is called Bento Box. It is a Super Shock shadow, so just be careful that you keep your cap on when you're not using the shadow, because they can dry out and be really gross. And you don't want that because these things are freaking amazing. Okay, so it looks like this. It's a silvery gray shiny tone. I put that on the lid first, which is what we're gonna do today. And then I went in with another ColourPop Super Shock shadow. This is called Coconut, and it's got a very nice look to it. So that went into a crease. What topped this gray color, I went into the NYX Dreamcatcher palette, and I put onto the lid above the gray. I took, this is a black shade right here. It's a matte black, so you're not dealing with sparkles. And I applied that all over the lid. And then, you guys won't really be able to see this, but this is a little bit of like glitter in here, like a purple glitter, and it's also black. So I went in with that as well over the matte black. And then I went in with the coconut blue shadow. So we're gonna get started. I have the concealer as my like eyelid primer. Everybody does it, so figured I'd do it too. And then for the lips, honey, this is a Wet n Wild shadow. This is called Boo Blue. It did come out during Halloween last year, and it's now, because of how popular the 3 shades were that well actually they came out with a lot more than 3 shades, but all of them became so popular that now they are sold regularly. So this guy is pretty good, and it lasts. I've been drinking coffee, I just ate a greasy breakfast, like it's stayed up for the most part. It's been holding up. So alright, so let's get into this. I'm gonna shut my mouth and we're gonna get into this. So as you can see, there's a little dot. It's because I accidentally did that when I was picking that eye, so just bear with me. It's the same color as the gray, so we're good. Alright, we're gonna go into that gray shadow, or silver, however you want to refer to it. And I'm just gonna apply this with a little bit of a fluff brush. This is a ColourPop fluff brush. I'm gonna go in a little bit, coat that up. I'm gonna use this as my mirror here, so just bear with me here. Okay. And this is so not the brush that I used. Dang it, okay. So, but it is putting on the product fairly well, but I want it to be like shablam. Alright, so I'm gonna take this packer brush from ColourPop and go in gently, but go in. Alright, so we're gonna pack it on. There we go. That's what we want to do. Actually, I'm going to take my finger here. Wait, no. Crease brush. Sometimes you just gotta play around with the brushes to figure out which one will do the job. Ooh, there we go. That was the brush I used. Alright, so take that gray up to the crease. Okay. Grab a little more product here. Really get there. Alright, so that's where that starts. And I'm going to close. We always want to make sure to close them so they don't get dry. Going to do that, and then we're going to go into the NYX Dreamcatcher palette and find my packer brush. This is the brush that I used to pack on that black. So remember, we're going into the matte first and gathering some product, knocking off some excess, and we're just gonna pack this on. Alright, just keep packing it on a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna go into that black shade that has the glitter. Same brush. Okay, same brush, and we're just gonna really get in there. A little bit more of that shade. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I will take this e.l.f. brush. This is a crease brush. It's the one that I was using a little bit ago. And I'm going to close that NYX palette, and we're going to go into Coconut from ColourPop. Again, it's a Super Shock shadow, so be very good with it. See, we're going to coat the brush and bring that blue to the crease. Just work on blending it. Just work on blending it. Get in that corner a little bit. Okay, grab a little more product. I want to put a little bit of blue in, just insert it into that black, just a little bit. Okay, a little bit more. Alright, well, that's gonna get sparkles anyway, so it's fine. Alright, so the blue is now blended for the most part. Now, we're gonna go ahead and take an e.l.f. eyeliner brush, and I am going to first close that Super Shock shadow. I'm gonna go back into the NYX Dreamcatcher palette, and I'm gonna use that sparkly black with this brush, and we're just gonna use this as our eyeliner brush. So we're gonna get in there. And I want to make a little bit of a wing. Oh, no. Okay. Okay, so we made a little bit of a wing there. Looks a lot like that side, so we are even. Grab your pinky here. Definitely go in just one more time. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . just to make sure everything blended, which it looks like it did. So we're gonna go ahead and close that palette up. And what I want to do now is I'm gonna take a little bit of a fluff brush. So let's get us a clean one. Yep, we got an e.l.f. crease brush. So I'm going to go into the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek. It is called Forget Me Not. And it looks like that. So I'm going to take this and gently gather a little bit of product here. Go in with our mirror and we're just going to highlight the brow bone here. There we go. Just highlight it, nothing too crazy. So there we go there. Want to add a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'll put that down. And I'm going to grab a pencil brush from ColourPop. Take the same highlighter and pop it in the inner corner. Sorry, I'm looking into the viewfinder just to make sure that you guys can see it. Alright, so there's that. And then what I did was I went ahead and put that down. And I put the lid on this just for a second, because they literally dry out very much. Okay, so I want to go in with a blush. I used the ColourPop Hello Kitty collaboration. This is another Super Shock Cheek, and it's a blush. It is very pigmented. So I'm going to use a fan brush by ColourPop, and I'm just going to lightly brush some product onto this fan brush. And I'm just going to go in like this, as you can see. Go ahead and flip it over. And now I feel that's enough blush. So I'm going to put the lid back on. And then we're going to go back into that highlighter we used for our inner corner. So just gather a little bit of product. And a little goes a long way. And just apply some highlighter. You can even do your nose if you want. I don't know why, but you can do that if you want to. So I'm just going to do it to demonstrate it. And a little bit of that there. Okay, so... Alright. Okay. So, now that we have the shadow placed, I'm going to go ahead in with the Great Lash by Maybelline in the shade Blackest Black. And I don't know where my eyelash curler went, so I don't have that with me at the moment. So we're going to go in okay. I just like to make sure everything's good. Okay, so there is the mascara. Just added a little bit onto the other eye because it was looking a little weird. And this is it right here. Now why I did my cheek and then that I really don't know, but I did it. And now I need to patch up my lipstick, which is fine. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and zoom you a little bit. And again, this is the Wet n Wild Catsuit Liquid Lipstick in the shade Boo Blue. So I'm going to shake it real quick. This is the color. I'm going to grab my mirror. And I'm gonna just retouch. Go back in. Okay. And outside of that, we just need a little bit of setting spray and we are done. So, here we go. This, I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Natural Finish Setting Spray, if you wanted to know. Shake it up a little bit, and here we go. A little more wet than it usually is, so. Whoo, baby. Alright. That is a wet. Alright. So, did we get what we achieved? Yep. Okay. So this is one of my different looks. I was going to be back out, but this is something I do that's a little bit different. I know it's a little bit bold and stuff like that, but it's a look that I really love. And I hope that you love it too. Now, if you liked what you saw today, please hit the subscribe button, and when that subscribe button is clicked, a little bell is going to pop up right next to it. Please click that little bell because it'll notify you every time I post a new video. And thank you to all of my subscribers. You guys are amazing. I love making these videos for you. If you're new and just kind of checking out a channel, welcome to my channel. I absolutely appreciate you as well because, well, shoot, you're viewing my video. And also, please hit the like button on the video. That does actually help me out a lot. But thank you so much for all of you. I'm really grateful. And I hope that you will come back and see what else we have in store. Alright guys, I love you so much, more than you'll ever know. And I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.